year before, 25 the year before that under Jupp Heynckes. Valencia coached now by Nuno Espirito Santo, the Portuguese, his second campaign in charge. Well, here we go in Beijing to major teams from Europe, the German champions FC Bayern Munich, Valencia CF, the Spanish fourth place finishers last season. Both have named strong teams here. It's Rafinha's free kick here for Bayern to Alaba, playing now, it seems, as a centre back. Can play left back or defensive midfield, the Austrian. Mehdi Benatia for Alaba. Bayern have left both Franck Ribéry and Arjen Robben at home to continue their preparations for the new season, to get back to full sharpness. Also missing the injured Holger Badstuber, and also no Jan Kirchhoff. Valencia haven't brought their new Brazilian signing Danilo too. He's been given extra time following the Under-20 World Cup in New Zealand. Bernat, Valencia had happy years at the Mestalla before signing a 5-year deal with Bayern last summer from Valencia. Free kick here for the challenge on Philipp Lahm for Bayern. In the iconic all-red kit, the German champions and 5-time European champions. Rafinha for Alaba. In here to Thiago Alcantara. Reich's first touch of the match. 5 years as VfB Stuttgart's first choice keeper. Signed really as the backup man to Manuel Neuer for the new campaign. They, of course, have lost Pepe Reina in the close season. Benatia. Away from Santi Mina. Xabi Alonso. Lovely idea there to try and pick out the run of Douglas Costa. Alaba. Now the new man Douglas Costa. Drops the shoulder. Pulls back here now for Roda. Douglas Costa's ball clipped in for Philipp Lahm. Doesn't score many, Lahm. Turns well here, Philipp Lahm, really well too. It's blocked away by Valencia. It's going to be given as only a throw in here, cleared by the Argentine there, Lucas Orban. Game has a decent tempo for a friendly match early on. Here's Benatia. Xabi Alonso, Lahm here now for Sebastian Roda. And Roda goes again for the return pass here. That's going to be a free kick for Bayern Munich. Late challenge here. Challenge on Thomas Müller. Well, Bayern's big news, of course, was the summer sale of Bastian Schweinsteiger to England's Manchester United. It's their first game overseas of their tour. And goes that free kick from Xabi Alonso, picked up here though by Valencia. Santi Mina. Out wide here now to Jose Luis Gaya. Chase on for Rodrigo, but that should be Bernat's ball, or at least a throw here for Bernat and for Bayern. Alaba. For Ulreich. Mehdi Benatia. Rafinha. Philipp Lahm. Well, Valencia, their season does begin a week later than the Bundesliga. Bayern have the German Super Cup on August the 1st against Wolfsburg at the Volkswagen Arena. First league game for Bayern is on Friday the 14th of August when they host SV Hamburg, a team who, you may recall, escaped relegation in dramatic fashion by the playoffs last month at the expense of Karlsruhe. Rafinha, now Roda, David Alaba. And also have a game in the first round of the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, to play on the 9th of August when they take on 5th tier Nüttingen. Xabi Alonso back here to the Moroccan Benatia. Signed from Roma, Benatia, a year ago now. That's flown by. He's on the ball again here, the big centre-back. French-born, but as I say, doesn't play for the French national team. Alaba hit long here now towards Thomas Müller, who'll be the false nine really in this Bayern system. There's no Robert Lewandowski today from the start. This is Javi Fuego. Ruben Vezo. Let's sit down here for Antonio Balagan. There's a free kick though for Valencia. Fourth place in Spain. They were the best of the rest really in La Liga, behind champions Barca, Real Madrid and the outgoing champions Atletico. Valencia's first league game is on Sunday, August 23rd, when they go to Rayo Vallecano. Here goes Douglas Costa, the pace here, and the ball pulled back towards Thomas Müller, but well read here by Enzo Perez, the Argentine for Valencia. And Xabi Alonso with a foul on Rodrigo Moreno. This is Valencia's fourth game of 6 in pre-season. They haven't lost yet. They beat the Austrian third division team Wiener Sport Club 4-0, and wins in mini matches of 1/2 duration against Southampton, and a goalless draw with Werder Bremen. Thiago Alcantara for Thomas Müller here for Sebastian Rode. Rodrigo de Paul. Free kick for Bayern here. Rode, the player caught by the Argentine de Paul. De Paul, who was sent off on his debut after barely a minute on the field last season for Valencia. Player they signed from Racing Club in Argentina just over a year ago. Here is Benatia. For Rafinha. Xabi Alonso. These games are about fitness and fine-tuning, of course. Results don't really matter, but both here will want the victory for sure to impress their new fans here in China. Bernat here now for Philipp Lahm. Lahm, Rode, Xabi Alonso, given away though by the normally metronomic Alonso. Possession won back though by Alaba. Now it's Douglas Costa, Bernat, Thiago Alcantara. Lahm here wants the ball, has the ball too in this wide right position. Benatia. Alaba, Douglas Costa, Bernat. Douglas Costa there, was he fouled? No, referee says that's okay, play can go on here. It's with Javi Fuego. Valencia travelling here without Nicolas Otamendi, of course, who is very much the discussion of a player who could be on the move to maybe Manchester United to join Bastian Schweinsteiger and Louis van Gaal. Again here on the throw for Valencia from Liverpool junior. The team is yet to forced a save or made a real chance for an opening goal. Javi Fuego into the feet of Rodrigo here, goes again for the return pass. Rodrigo just comes inside here. That shot cannons away off the blocking Bernat. Onside Balogun here, is he? Flags up. Late flag, late whistle, free kick Bayern. Second season at the helm for the Portuguese Nuno Espirito Santo. Made his name really with the Rio Ave in Portugal. It's a close call here, and for me there he's level, isn't he? And level, of course, is onside Balogun. Maybe an erroneous flag there from the Chinese assistant referee. Valencia finishing in the end some 17 points behind the eventual champions Barcelona last season in La Liga. As Douglas Costa, well challenged there by the young Portuguese Ruben Vezo. Dani Parejo now, and the through ball from De Paul to try and release Gaia. Well reached by defender Rafinha. Guardiola applauds his full-back's endeavours. Good work here from Rafinha. Missed this and Gaia was away, but that's good defending from the twice-capped Brazilian. This is Valencia's best spell so far. Rodrigo now for Balogun. Rodrigo turns cleverly here. The ball clipped in for Santi Mina. Well claimed by Ulreich. It's a strange move, I guess, rather like Asmir Begovic's to Chelsea for Sven Ulreich. A keeper who was first choice for his former club Stuttgart. He'll go to Bayern and be number 2 to Manuel Neuer, and I'm sure he'll find first-team games hard to come by, but clearly the move to Bayern, one he couldn't refuse. Had though spent 17 years, Ulreich, on the books of his boyhood club, VfB Stuttgart. He's without his first-choice goalkeeper until at least November. Diego Alves with a knee injury for Valencia. Meanwhile, they have a problem here for, I think, Jose Luis Gaia. Good surface here in this really impressive Bird's Nest Stadium in Beijing. It was the, as I say, Olympic Stadium only, 7 years ago. This is real concern being shown by the Valencia medical staff. This Gaia who's getting the attention. Maybe here, as he lands, just twisted something. Moving very, very gingerly there, isn't he, Jose Luis Gaia? Young full-back, only 20, turned 20 this year, and signed a new long-term deal in May, a 5-year deal, and that has a €50 million buyout clause too. A player they do rate at the Mestalla very highly, Gaia. Here is Mehdi Benatia for Bayern. So for now, Valencia down to 10 players. Douglas Costa. Outside Bernat, who's now being used. Bernat against Ruben Vezo. Thiago Alcantara. $12 goals from midfield for Parejo last season. A real force from midfield for Valencia. By far his best scoring season of his career last year for the Valencia skipper. Rafinha here for La. Xabi Alonso, now 33, the highly decorated and revered Xabi Alonso. It's with Rafinha here now for Bayern. Rafinha's ball in as well. It's away by Valencia safely enough. Retrieved though by those red shirts, and this time it's Benatia. Will be a change here. They're going to send on Pablo Piatti next for Valencia in place of the injured Jose Luis Gaya. Rafinha, Xabi Alonso. Here's Philipp Lahm, pull back a good one. Oh, what a goal from Thomas Müller! It's a super move and a finish the match there from Thomas Müller. Took it so well there, didn't he? But Bayern there carved open Valencia with a terrific, terrific goal. Well, a goal the fans enjoyed here richly, as well they might. It's a terrifically crafted goal there for Bayern Munich. Lahm for Müller, two of the star names combined to devastating effect. Müller's goal, Bayern's lead, 1-0. Super goal. Thomas Müller, who for the third year in a row scored 13 goals in the Bundesliga last season, 21 in total in 48 matches. That's a fine finish. The Germans in front. I think they do have the majority of the support here in Beijing today. And goes the ball for Roda, and here's Philipp Lahm. Good block there from Lucas Orban. Now the new player Piatti, Benatia, Rafinha, Lahm, the goal maker for Thomas Müller. Free kick for the Germans. Last season was Bayern's 25th German title, their 24th in the Bundesliga era. 17 times winners of the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, of course 5-time European champions as well. It was another strong campaign last season in the league at least. Semi-final defeats in both the Pokal and the Champions League. And the free kick here for Bayern, Xabi Alonso. In by Xabi Alonso here. Goalkeeper Joel. Another place pat a cake with that. It's broken Valencia's way rather luckily for him. Joel, who signed a full-time deal this summer, having been on loan from Celta Vigo last season, as was the striker Santi Mina. Signed from Celta this summer. High boot here on Thiago Alcantara, who has had now 2 really bad knee injuries in the last 18 months, and hoping, I'm sure, for a good run now of being injury-free. Claudio Mazinho was on the books of Valencia back in the mid-90s. Javi Fuego. 6 here is Lucas Orban, who joined Los Che from French team Bordeaux, 12 months distant. Here goes Enzo Perez. Out to Barragan. In towards Santi Mina. Comes here for Piatti. The control though is good enough. Across less so. Well, Bayern's support enjoying this. Guardiola's team in front by 1-0. A goal from Thomas Müller. The difference here. Here is the goal scorer. Müller away from Orban. Dani Parejo. Douglas Costa. Juan Bernat. Ex-Valencia player Benatia went for goal! Nearly. Good work here from Bernat. Just scored the one goal last season in the Bundesliga for Bayern against Wolfsburg back in January. Took aim here and doesn't miss much, does he? Just over the top. So Bayern 1, Valencia 0 in the Audi Football Summit at Beijing's Bird's Nest. Noel clears. Xavi Alonso. Orban. Piatti. Shrugged aside here. Philipp Lahm will take up the attacking charge for Bayern. Bayern did play a 4-team event in Gladbach last weekend and finished 4th of 4 teams. Lost their first game, the semi-final, to Augsburg before losing on spot kicks in the third-place match to the host club, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Did have a poor finish last season too, despite winning the league by 10 points. They lost the German Cup semi-final to Dortmund and, of course, the Champions League semi to Barcelona too, Guardiola's old club, which was rather embarrassing. Balagan. Here's Alaba for Benatia. Alaba long towards Sebastian Rode. If we see the Valencia bench, you may see a familiar face because Philip Neville has joined Valencia as one of the assistants now to Nuno Espirito Santo, the Englishman, giving up his job on the TV sofas to try his hand at coaching in Spain. Here's Bernat. Rode. Mehdi Benatia. Rafinha. Good neat move here from Bayern again. Don't get the impression they're the team in charge, not just the scoreline, but I guess given their season starts earlier, they'll be more advanced in their preparations than Valencia at present. Don't forget Bayern are missing the likes of Robben and Ribéry. Müller here now for Diego Costa. Douglas Costa now for Bayern. He's done well here. Got the cross in too. Oh, and the ball blocked away by the goalkeeper at the near post there, Joel. Maybe came off the post here. Douglas Costa again. Well, Thiago Alcantara at the near post here. It comes back off the post there with Joel beaten. Good work from Douglas Costa. Header on here now for the chasing Santi Mina. Foul here given for the challenge on Benatia. Well, Miller's got the difference. It's been a decent watch. This is the goal we've seen so far. It's for a friendly been well contested so far. That's a lovely strike from Thomas Müller. And it seems keen to take Arturo Vidal to Munich from Juventus. Those talks ongoing. He really would be the perfect replacement for the departed Schweinsteiger to add some bite to the Bayern midfield. Here's Philipp Lahm. Lahm pulls back, involves Rafinha Alaba. Ball breaks here for Pablo Piatti. Cleared by Yoel. Target here, Rodrigo, holds off Alaba, involves near Barragan for Dani Parejo. Good challenge here, but maybe a little late from behind. Thiago Alcantara on Dani Parejo. Gets the ball, but also referee decides goes through the back. Valencia's captain. This is De Paul. Dani Parejo. Now to involve Piatti. Piatti wide now for De Paul. Placed up by Rafinha, outside to Piatti again, breaks back for De Paul here. That's a fine cross, equaliser. Header from Rodrigo Moreno levels the game for Valencia here. What a cross from De Paul. And Rodrigo's header makes it 1-1 in Beijing with, in effect, their first attempt on goal of the match. Rodrigo here peels away and just plants the header beyond Ulreich. 1-1. Measured, placed. He couldn't really move or set himself to get this. It's a good goal made by Valencia to level up a really good match so far in Beijing. They're all square. Benatia. It's for Lahm, it's met in the air by Lucas Orban. De Paul with Roda. Ruben Vezo. Barragan's lost the ball here, could be expensive too for Valencia. Bernat. Douglas Costa. Xavi Alonso. Müller takes, turns, looks for Lahm. Lahm, all wrestled down here by Orban. He feels there was maybe a dive there from Bayern's captain, but it is given as a free kick here for the Germans. He just has a hold of the shirt. A set piece for Bayern, a position here of some menace to that Valencia goal. Thiago Alcantara on this free kick then for Bayern Munich. In the box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red shirts. Alaba, Roda, Müller, Xavi Alonso and Benatia, the players in that Bayern raiding party. We've seen their lead snatched away. Thiago's free kick. Header in towards Xavi Alonso and grabbed by goalkeeper Yoel. Ruben Vezo. Rodrigo takes, but couldn't quite pick up his own pass in effect. Ruben Vezo then tripped by Douglas Costa. Scored once at the Copa America, Douglas Costa. Also been missed in the shootout too against Paraguay in the game which Brazil went out at the quarter-final stage. Orban. Hit long here for Santi Mina. Rodrigo here picks up the pieces. It's going to break now, back for Dani Parejo. Outside to Barragan, promising it from Valencia again. Barragan. Too high for Mina. Santi Mina at the far post. Just 19, he scored 4 goals in one game for Celta against Rayo Vallecano back in April. The youngest to score 4 goals in a La Liga game for 36 years. Thomas Müller. Roda here for Douglas Costa. What a challenge! Barragan there with super cover for Valencia. Had he missed that, it was surely 2-1 Bayern. Douglas Costa here was poised, set, until Barragan covers, and covers magnificently. Corner for Bayern. And by Thiago here. Header from Ruben Vezo. Müller stands on the goal line, just behind goalkeeper Joel. In the corner here, the Germans have the options. Douglas Costa, and also making there is Thiago as well. Thiago delivers. It's sliced here. It's Alaba. Lam. Juan Bernat. Douglas Costa has a go and fires just wide. Lively first half so far from Douglas Costa. One goal has come from Thomas Müller, cancelled out by the header from Rodrigo Moreno. Douglas Costa with that snapshot wide of Joel's goal. Xabi Alonso. Helped on here now towards Depal. Here's Santi Mina, and Santi has been tripped from behind here. Free kick to the Spanish club. And Spanish coach has seen his team have their lead nicked away by a much improved Valencia the last maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so. Teams are playing in essence for a trophy. It's a game which, if it was level, would go to a penalty shootout. Lucas Orban. A little too long and too high. That the fullback Barragan applauds the intention, if not the execution there from Lucas Orban, the Argentine who signed from Bordeaux, as I say, a year ago. Has been capped twice by Argentina. Helped on by Barragan towards Santi Mina. League title last season, Bayern by 10 points from Wolfsburg, though that shaky end of the season did not tarnish and certainly just taint Bayern's campaign. Those 2 cup semi-final defeats were expensive. It was Guardiola's second season, of course. He took over after the perfect farewell year from Jupp Heynckes, that amazing treble in 2012-2013. Here goes Roda in the centre. Müller waiting here. Roda's cross towards Thomas Müller. It's going to run here for Müller. Heads down looking for Lahm. I'd say so far you'd say the Spanish defence is not exactly watertight. Well, here the level of that DePaul cross. Rodrigo's fine header. 1-1 in Beijing, and two good goals as well in the first half to enjoy here. Bayern here keep the pressure on last season's fourth placed finishers in Spain's La Liga. Xabi Alonso lurking. Douglas Costa. Rafinha, now it's with Juan Bernat. Roda, good spell here of Bayern keep ball. Piatti has pace. Here goes Pablo Piatti. He's got options here, right and left. Goes right here now to Santi Mina. Good save by Ulreich. Good open half this. Santi Mina stung the hands there of Bayern's new goalkeeper. Thiago. Roda. Xabi Alonso's ball here towards Douglas Costa. Just runs away though from the Brazilian. Joined after 5 years with Shakhtar Donetsk in Ukraine. Like here with a good, impressive low save here to keep out Santi Mina. Fine stop. Good strong right arm there from the former Stuttgart goalkeeper. 5 years as Stuttgart's number one. Having lost already Geyer injured, they'd be loath to lose another here in the shape of DePaul. In the chase, Douglas Costa. So Bayern 1, Valencia 1. This Audi football summit in Beijing, the Bird's Nest Olympic Stadium, has seen a pretty good match so far. Chase on for the Valencia scorer, Rodrigo Moreno. Rodrigo Moreno here for Valencia. Back for Barragan. Rather tight. Decision does go Valencia's way. Alaba. Thiago's pass. Thomas Müller. With him here, Douglas Costa. Müller held up by Javi Fuego. I imagine that Javi Fuego's place is the one most under question. The rival from Braga of the Brazilian midfielder Danilo, who had a wonderful Under-20 World Cup with Brazil. And the silver ball is the second best player there to the excellent African Nostriori. Foul here on Enzo Perez. They signed from Benfica in January for 25 million euros, which makes him the 10th most expensive Argentine ever. Rodrigo. Bernat's touch here will maybe favour Barragan. There's going to be a free kick given here, though, for Barragan's push on Bernat. Well, 1-1. As I say, if this was level, we'd have to decide this trophy at a penalty shootout. A long way from that yet. Bernat. Xavi Alonso. Mehdi Benatia. Header clear from Orban. Good reading of the situation there from Orban. Benatia. Bayern, of course, will begin the German season as the big favourites to retain the title, to be winners of the league for the 4th year in succession. There was talk this summer, though, that Guardiola could be under pressure, and there was talk he'd agreed to move to England next season, to Manchester City, but he's since denied that and says that wasn't the case. But what Bayern want really is the Champions League title. Semi-final for the last 2 years. Defeats to Real Madrid and to Barcelona in that semi-final over the last 2 seasons. Valencia's aim, I guess, is to get closer to the top 3 in Spain, maybe break that top 3. It is a big ask to break the top 2, I guess, to break up the Real Madrid and Barca domination. And of course, 2 years ago, Simeone did with Atletico. It can be done. With Valencia, maybe a team who have to cut their cloth rather more accordingly. There's Rafinha towards Lahm. Edging towards half-time. 1-1 in Beijing. Throw in here for Valencia. De Paul. Good feet. Javi Fuego. Ruben Vezo. Sure, we'll see at half-time a host of team changes. It is a friendly, so there are no limits on the number of players you can substitute. Bayern came here with a squad of 25, Valencia with 21. Here's Roda now, Thomas Müller for Philipp Lahm. Lahm still here, pulls it back. Xavi Alonso shot, he's screwed wide. Bayern have made the more numerous openings, but many have troubled Joel in goal, have they? Lahm has been in this first half prominent for Bayern, that's for sure. Helped on by Barragan towards Santi Mina. Thiago. Enzo Perez. Noel towards Barragan. It's well one in the air though there by Juan Bernat for Bayern. Here's Douglas Costa. Shrugs off one challenge here, involves Thiago. Makes some space for himself as well, but it's well covered there by the Valencia midfield. Made sure there was no easy ball out to Lahm on this near side. There's an injury here as well to, I think, Douglas Costa, isn't it? The ball says there'll be 1 more minute, which we are now inside of first half added time, a half which has fairly flown by. 2 good goals to enjoy in this pre-season friendly in China. DePaul for Piatti. And here Benatia does well. Up towards Müller, playing that false 9 role. Not really a central striker, despite his impressive goals record. Prefers that right-hand side normally. Here's Douglas Costa now, looks to run at Ruben Weser, involves now Philipp Lahm. Lahm here, right on half-time for Bayern. Lahm, Thomas Müller! He scores twice, again the Lahm assist for him. As Bayern reclaim right on the half-time whistle there, initiative here, 2-1. Well, Pep's men carved there a sway through Valencia. As Müller bags his second and his team's second, and having seen Rodrigo level for Valencia, back come Bayern to lead by 2-1. Thomas Müller, lovely goal, fine finish. And the fans who have seen a fine first half in this Audi Football Summit. The brace of Thomas Müller goals. And the whistle ends the half. And that second goal for Thomas Müller, right on the whistle to reclaim the lead for at the Bird's Nest. Well, a good first half with some fine goals. Thomas Müller's 2 to Rodrigo's 1. Bayern in front, and here on the front foot now with Douglas Costa. And a lively first half here, away from Sofiane Feghouli. Out to Bernat. Away by Ruben Weser here. He just pulled up there, the Valencia defender. As the phalanx of Bayern subs go to warm up. Second half's first corner here with Bayern's Thiago. In by Douglas Costa, and the ball from Alaba in the end into goalkeeper Joel's arms. Well, Bayern, certainly their season does begin earlier than Valencia, so I guess they really should be further down the pre-season road than the Spanish team. Valencia's campaign, that's a 4th place finish last year, and rather tame exit in the Copa del Rey as early as the last 16 when they went out at the end of Espanyol. Have had their financial problems in recent years, Valencia, but now appear to be back on an even keel. An owner now from Singapore in Peter Lim. Here's Alaba. Helped on by Douglas Costa now to Juan Bernat. Bernat onto Roda. Here's Philipp Lahm, Thomas Müller. Lahm has had a terrific game so far. Back here to Rafinha. Punched across to Thiago Alcantara. And a greater one for the second half here for Los Che. Alaba's been forced all the way back here from good pressure from Enzo Perez. Xabi Alonso. No Bayern changes as yet. As Müller here flicks on for Lahm here, does well. Philipp Lahm. Douglas Costa here, the change of pace. And the corner won here by the Brazilian. Very sharp display so far from Douglas Costa. Cost Bayern some 30 million euros from Shakhtar Donetsk. Lahm. Here is Rafinha. In for Thomas Müller, but header clear, out of harm's way for now by Lucas Orban for Valencia. Müller and Alaba there with a rather frank exchange of views. Maybe he felt his teammate was rather in his way. Bayern corner taken by Thiago Alcantara here. Whipped in with pace towards the near post where it's met by Negredo. Another corner, the outcome here. Referee decides that was across the line there, which Valencia's players are rather unhappy about. They felt it was going to be a throw in. Maybe this is Bayern's third second half corner of the match. Towards Alaba, away by Ruben Veza, picked up here by Sofiane Feghouli. Behind Rodrigo, but he's done well here, their first half goal scorer. We have a free kick too, Piatti tripped, I think Philipp Lahm. Dani Parejo. Thiago. This for Bayern, the first of 3 games in China. They take on Inter on Tuesday of Italy and local team Guangzhou Evergrande from the Chinese Super League. Getting miles in the legs, energy in the tank ahead of the season, which begins for Bayern with the Super Cup against Wolfsburg. Just the first. Bernat. Alaba. Negredo's turned his loan into a full-time move. His fee around 30 million euros from Manchester City. Mustafi. He's of course a German World Cup winner from Brazil last year. Offside here against Piatti. Mustafi, who's on at half-time for Valencia here, he at the World Cup last year was injured in the group stage with a muscle tear. Didn't play a part in the knockout phase, but of course got a medal. Roda. Müller. You do wonder when Robben and Ribery are fit, just where Douglas Costa fits into the Bayern plan. Müller. Benatia. Joel runs through here to Alaba. Again showing Alaba his versatile nature, a player who can play in a whole range of positions and play them all superbly well, playing as a centre-back today. Here's Thomas Müller. For Roda. Here to Bernat, lovely ball to find Bernat, whose control was just lacking. From the Valencia player, joined Guardiola and Bayern from Valencia a year ago. Feghouli taken away here, but there was a push on Dani Parejo. Enzo Perez. Rodrigo. Rodrigo, it's Lahm who gets a foot in there for Bayern. It's come there to Enzo Perez. Rodrigo again for Valencia. It's going to find that alarm here in a good area. Ahead Müller. Inside two, Douglas Costa. This is Thomas Müller. Douglas Costa. Müller goes again, but just poked away by Ruben Vezo. It's going to be retained though by Bayern. Retained by Thomas Müller. Douglas Costa drops his shoulder, and the ball in here, and Thiago for 3-1 Bayern. Oh, the warm applause for a player who's had a luckless couple of years with injury. Thiago Alcantara, 2 major knee injuries, big operations, and hoping now for a clear run of fitness in the first team. And sharp today, and on the score sheet now as well, with Bayern's third on the night. Made by Douglas Costa, and there from 6 yards to finish, Thiago Alcantara. Bayern 3, Valencia 1. And a smile from a young man who's had a wretched luck in recent seasons. (3-1) Bayern. Danny Parejo. Mustafi. That's on by Faguli. Negredo. Xavi Alonso. Thomas Müller. Roda. Good challenge there from Mustafi. Orban. Mustafi. Faguli's glorious control, and the ball given away. It's come to Thomas Müller here in the middle. Roda's made a fantastic burst. Here goes Sebastian Roda. Made by Shkodran Mustafi. So Bayern here lead by 3-1 in this Audi Football Summit in Beijing. Going to really entertain as well. This is Thomas Müller. Alaba. Bayern beginning life, of course, after Bastian Schweinsteiger, a fixture in their midfield now for so many years. Also playing here without Robert Lewandowski and Ryan Robben, no Franck Ribéry. Piatti. Here's Rodrigo for Valencia. Free kick for the Spanish club. Rayo Vallecano away on Sunday, August 23rd is the date in the diary to start the Spanish season for Valencia. You're going to see Lewandowski come on very shortly for Bayern as well to, I would imagine, replace Müller, or at least replace Müller's role in the team. Indeed, Thomas Müller off. Also coming on here wearing number 32 is Joshua Kimmich. Signed in January from VfB Stuttgart. He's really a defensive midfielder. So Müller makes way first, having scored twice. That's the first he scored. Good ball in this from Lahm. Fine finish. And right on half-time, the same double act. Lahm for Müller. It was 2-1. So Müller's job is done. He's got his goals. He takes his leave. His place taken by last season's 17 league goals, top scorer for Bayern. And that is Robert Lewandowski, the Pole. We've also brought on, wearing 34, Pierre Højbjerg as well, the young Dane. Dani Parejo, good touch from Negredo here for his captain. Now Piatti, blocked away. Here's Sofiane Feghouli, great effort, but a diving Alaba with a spectacular clearance. And those Bayern 3 changes here have just disrupted the system. Enzo Perez now for Ruben Vezo. Foul here by Højbjerg. Negredo. It's for the run of Rodrigo. It's going to be Benatti here to do the defensive job, and he's got a free kick as well, pushed. And the free kick goes Bayern's way. So they've made their half-time changes. Joshua Kimmich into this second half, along with Lewandowski now and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg as well. I'm sure we'll see the two coaches use pretty much their whole squads as this second half wears on. Bayern also in goal have made a change with Tom Starker on in place of Sven Ulreich. Dani Parejo. Kimmich. In here now to Douglas Costa, but it's Javi Fuego towards Negredo here. It's going to be picked up there by Højbjerg for Bayern. Given away though to Enzo Perez. Benatia. Philipp Lahm. As near side the target is Douglas Costa. It's knocked away by Ruben Vezo, who's had a tidy game at centre-back. The young Portuguese who joined them 18 months ago now from Vitória Setúbal. Kimmich. Douglas Costa. He made the last goal for Thiago. He's given the ball straight to Pablo Piatti, but it's won back by Bayern in impressive, tenacious fashion. Lahm, with him here is Rafinha. There's the cross, and grabbing the crossbar by Joel. Feghouli. Foul against Douglas Costa. Foul on Javi Fuego. Valencia coming here without one or two of their new faces. No Danilo. Also missing João Cancelo too, the Portuguese fullback, and midfielder André Gomes, who have not travelled. Both of those players signing after successful loans from Benfica last season. And of course, the coach being Portuguese will know the Portuguese market pretty well and will go there for value. Here's Kimmich. It's a great ball from Kimmich now to pick out Douglas Costa. And Ruben Vezo is a pretty formidable opponent. They've nothing away there against the new Bayern signing. How will Guardiola manage a squad with Douglas Costa as well as two recognised wingers in Robben and Ribéry? Maybe a new role for somebody. Here's Thiago. Javi Fuego. Free kick here for Valencia. And the second of 3 German teams that the Spaniards will face in pre-season. They last weekend faced Werder Bremen. Here's Lewandowski. They also faced Cologne near the start of their season. Valencia do as well. So they faced 3 of the 18 clubs in the Bundesliga. Lewandowski here with the half chance, well closed down by the defender Lucas Orban. You can see three more Valencia players ready to come on to further change things. Here's the captain Parejo, Ruben Vezo, Javi Fuego, Kimmich, Rafinha, Højbjerg, Thiago's pass now. Here's Douglas Costa overlapping. He's got to Bernat too. The ball whipped in with real pace. Alaba. Bayern in charge here in terms of the score, 3-1 in this Audi Football Summit in Beijing. Let's see with that array of new players to come on when next they can, which may well be now. Now here we go, Paco Alcacer coming on, as too is the young winger Troppi. Paco Alcacer very much the big homegrown talent in this Valencia squad. Enzo Perez makes way. Looking for Troppi. Also coming off here, Dani Parejo as well, the skipper. Gets a breather. Also coming on, another new signing for them in Zakaria Bakali, a young winger really from Belgium, signed from Dutch club PSV. There he is, youngest ever Eredivisie hat-trick 2 years ago at the age of 17 for PSV. Here's Tom Starker. Douglas Costa. Højbjerg. Tries to release Lahm here. Really got there too, Lahm, but in the way was the defender Orban.
Substitution for Valencia. Players number 10,
Piatti.
15, Nicolas Perez, and 17, Rodrigo Mercado.
Javi Fuego.
Players number 9,
Troppi.
number 16, Zakaria Bakali, and number 28,
Paco Alcacer. Fegouli's pass here for Pablo Piatti, driven across. Mario Götze. A year ago, his goal won the World Cup. Chase on here for Lewandowski, goalkeeper Joel will deal with this. Benatia. Not surprised the number of changes has just disrupted the game's ebb and flow from the first half and early moments of the second. Juan Bernat. Thiago. Fegouli. Ben Negredo, but the clearance here towards Lewandowski. Sofiane Fegouli, the Algerian. Juan Bernat for Bayern. Yes, that cup tie which begins their their season proper, if you like, on August the 9th. They travel to Nürtingen over the German 5th Division. From the Oberliga Baden-Württemberg, way down in the 5th tier of the German game. It's going to be, for them, a huge occasion. Thiago here for Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski here, makes the angle, scores a fantastic goal. All his own work. 4-1 Bayern. Another high-class goal in a slick display here by Guardiola's team. Lewandowski's 17 goals, their top league scorer last season, shows his sharpness is intact ahead of the new campaign. Does well here. No options, goes alone and scores brilliantly. Bayern 4, Valencia 1. And Lewandowski to stretch the Germans' lead further. Excellent goal. They have scored some really attractive goals today, Bayern Munich, and that's no exception. Rafinha here for Højbjerg.
My dear friends of Bayern Munich here in China, you're a perfect audience. Thank you for your support.
Thiago, Lewandowski looks to poke it into Bernat's path. They will come troppy here, the long ball for Paco Alcacer. Another change forthcoming here for Bayern. I think it's going to be Sinan Kurt maybe coming on next. Højbjerg. Javi Fuego. Negredo couldn't quite crane his neck enough to get a connection on that. Double change. It is indeed Sinan Kurt coming on. Also with him there is Gianluca Gaudino as well. Thiago makes way for Gaudino. Carter's rather jumped the gun. Gaudino, who is the son, by the way, of Maurizio Gaudino, the former German international and former player with Eintracht Frankfurt and Manchester City briefly. Gaudino made his name in pre-season last year, really. Went on to play 8 times in the Bundesliga last campaign, 4 as a starter. And Sinan Kurt, just 18. Signed a year ago from Borussia Mönchengladbach. In his hometown team, he scored 7 goals in 17 for the club's under-19 side last season. From Starker. He's the team's third-choice goalkeeper, Starker. 34, the former Leverkusen and Paderborn and Duisburg and Hoffenheim keeper. With Bayern now for 3 years, only played 5 league games in that time now, and not at all in the first team last season. Starker's free kick towards Kurt. Kimmich. Bayern do begin the league season. They are the first to play on the Friday night. They take on Hamburg on August the 14th. Looking to win a 4th successive league title. Starker. Knocked on by Lahm here for Højbjerg. This is Troppi. Negredo. The attack found us here away Here come Pierre Højbjerg. It's Lewandowski. Gaudino. Kurt. Gaudino shot deflects. It's a corner, no more than that, but that goalkeeper Joel worried that, didn't it? That's a big deflection there from Gaudino's shot. Fans enjoying their glimpse of Bayern in the flesh here. They've seen 4 goals from them so far, nearly a 5th here. Kurt for Gaudino, and a block from Mustafi behind for a corner. This one's rolled back to Bernat. Alaba. Rafinha. Offside here, Gaudino. His debut in the first team proper in the Super Cup defeat last season to Borussia Dortmund last August. Lewandowski turns well here. Look at the red shirts here, 4 in a line for Bayern. And then the white shirts win out. Ruben Weser. Alaba, who injured himself playing for Austria in April, missed the end of the German season. Kimmich. Hit long here, looking for Sinan Kurt. Here's the teenager. Kurt delivers the cross, looking for Lewandowski, finds him as well. Good control. Philipp Lahm's cross. Højbjerg. Højbjerg! Oh, how's he missed that? 12 yards out there, the goal at his mercy. As Manuel Neuer watches. Well, here, what a chance here for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Makes the space and doesn't finish. His first 2 goals in the Bundesliga last season on loan, as he was with Augsburg. There he should have scored. He just, I think, clipped the post, but there's a real chance. Kimmich. Bakali. And then Troppi tripped by Højbjerg. So Bayern 4, Valencia 1, this pre-season match in Beijing, China, the Audi Football Summit. The crowd has seen a good game and a good display by the German champions. Troppi. Højbjerg. Bernat, the ex-Valencia player. Kurt. Good ball here now for Lewandowski. The fans expect more here from Bayern. That's a great cross. Here's Højbjerg, with him Rafinha. Højbjerg still, now it's with Rafinha. Look at the red shirts in there. 6 to find here, but the ball finds none of them. Alcacer chasing. Goalkeeper Starker has come off limits. Alaba's fallen, but recovers well enough. Alaba from Mustafi. Look at the space here now for Piatti. Alcacer. Feghouli, deflected cross. Starker has to beat the ball away for a corner. Just pushed away there by Tom Starker. Well, a good open game. Often these pre-season games can be rather false and rather tame affairs. This one has been well contested. Starker here does well. Very much the third choice goalkeeper, as I say, didn't play a single first team game last year. There's the number one, Manuel Neuer. Alongside him as well there is Javi Martinez. Bayern have yet more players to come on here. We're going to see Philipp Steinhardt wearing number 39. Now I think here they're being told they've made too many changes here and they can't make any more. Well, it's a friendly, so surely they can make as many as they like. Here is Lahm, Højbjerg. The break here for Philipp Lahm again for Bayern. And now to the Dane Højbjerg again. Lewandowski. Kimmich. Bernat couldn't take any stride. It's going to be picked up here by Sofiane Feghouli for Valencia. Bayern have that phalanx of three to come on here. We're going to see the American Julian Green, Philipp Steinhardt, and I think Felix Poll as well. So three changes as well coming on for Valencia. So they're going to change their goalkeeper. Bring on here Jaume Domenech. He was the first choice for their second team in the Spanish third division last season. So Jaume is on. Also their young defender Sergio Ayala. And also the player who has caps for Equatorial Guinea, Carlos Acapo. So Jaume on in goal for Valencia now. Hasn't played a first team match for them in a competitive encounter. Ayala here has made their league bench on one occasion. That was 2 years ago. Throw taken here by Philipp Steinhardt, a player they signed from 1860, their city rivals in Munich a year ago. Hasn't played for Bayern's first team yet. He was a player who did play once for 1860 in the second division 3 years ago. He was a regular for Bayern's second 11 last season. As we thought, both coaches have certainly, in this second half, rotated their packs. No great surprise to get these players game time ahead of the new season. Ayala back to goalkeeper Jaume. Acapo. Steinhardt. Acapo throws in. They've now moved Rafinha to a centre-back's position. I think young Felix Poll has gone to right-back. That's his position he plays for Bayern's junior sides at least. Here's Lewandowski. Green. Højbjerg. Poll. Green, by the way, was a player scored at the World Cup last year for USA, you may recall, against Belgium in the World Cup in Brazil. Rafinha. And here is Pierre Højbjerg. And the Dane sets off here with purpose, with him Green ahead of him. Højbjerg still in towards Julian Green, away by Skodran Mustafi here for a corner for Bayern. (4-1) the German club lead here. The last goal scored by this man, Lewandowski. Now they face a new goalkeeper in Jelme Domenech. Corner taken here by Sinan Kurz. In by Kurz. And Kimmich there with a really good headed chance. It's not taken. Paul. Alaba. Kimmich. Out to Julian Green here, the American. The Dane Højbjerg. Kimmich. Steinhardt. Gaudino. Alaba. Good ball there to pick out Højbjerg. Look at Green's run here. Here is Julian Green, flags up. Not a close call that on first viewing. But what a ball there to find the run of Green from Bayern Munich. Højbjerg here with the ball through. It is offside, the correct decision, but was close. Good idea there from both Green and Højbjerg. Negredo. Bakali. Javi Fuego. Negredo for Valencia. Ayala. That's a good ball to outflank Bakali. He's been chopped down here by a strong challenge from the young fullback Felix Paul. It was late. Paul, who has spent the last 2 seasons now in Bayern's under-19 side, now in the second team group really. Free kick taken here by Zakaria Bakali, the new arrival from PSV. Bakali's free kick towards Ayala. Not a good one. Orban. Ball back to Starker. A good work out here for both teams, but for Bayern a good performance as well. The goals have come, good goals as well, and they've certainly shown sharpness. Didn't really demonstrate in that 2-game event back in Germany last weekend when they didn't beat either Augsburg or Borussia Mönchengladbach in the 2 matches last weekend. Today much better. Kimmich. Out to Julian Green here now for Bayern. Green's cross off Orban for a corner here for the German club. Kurt goes across to take again for them. The fans who came to see Bayern stars perform, they have done as well. Corner here for the German champions. On this corner, both Kurt and Gaudino. Taken by Kurt. Alaba goes up, doesn't connect. Well, a job well done here by Bayern tonight. Got the result, the performance, the game time also. A game where he's been able to look at a whole host of his squad. One or two of the kids getting a chance in the likes of Felix Paul and Gaudino and Kurt. As well as for Alaba, who was injured under last season, and Thiago as well. Some vital minutes on the field. Green. Højbjerg. Play on. Very tall figure, isn't he, Højbjerg? Has all the attributes to be a very good player. Here's Lewandowski, who is a very good player. Paul. Valencia have been second best tonight to Bayern. Aside from a goal and one chance in the first half, Santi went through. They've not made much at all to trouble in the first half. Goalkeeper Ulreich, or in the second here's Starker. Here's Kurt. In the first of 3 added minutes, here comes Feghouli for Valencia. Play on. A capo. This is Troppi. Negredo's touch on here now for Bakali. Up against the young fullback Paul. And the decision goes the way of the Dutchman, of the Belgian, who was signed from the Dutch league, in Bakali. Let's get one cap for Belgium. As I say, that hat-trick at 17 against NEC for PSV 2 seasons ago. Troppi towards Bakali here. That was the idea anyway. Højbjerg. Now it's with the Sinan Kurt. They've enjoyed this, haven't they? Good display from the German team as well for their fans in China. And there will be a trophy for this. Bayern are going to get their hands on the Audi Football Summit Cup. Keeper Jaume to restart for Valencia. Here's Rafinha. Højbjerg. Free kick for the Germans. And for them, that Super Cup against Wolfsburg is looming August the 1st, when it all starts for real as such. And the Pokal, then Hamburg first up at home. The Allianz in the first Bundesliga game of the new campaign on the Friday night. As they try to defend the league they won by 10 points last season. Steinhardt. Foul on Joshua Kimmich. Last seconds of the game. Here's Gaudino, and that is the last action of this friendly match, which in front of a very large and very pro-Bayern crowd has seen